Support for this podcast comes from AT&T. You know what's complicated? Changing your name to get a new customer deal, then explaining to your family why everyone now has to call you Jackie Flash. You know it's not complicated getting the latest smartphones from AT&T. And that's because now both new and existing customers can get the best smartphone deals from AT&T. It's not complicated. The best smartphone deals are for everyone at AT&T. Restrictions apply. Visit att.com for details.
Support for this podcast comes from today's military. You have a calling, we have an answer.
You want to have meaning in whatever you do, from improving your community to making the world a better place. You can find that fulfillment in today's military. You have a calling. We have an answer. Learn more at today'smilitary.com.
Scarpins Avenue.
Dan and Ren and Jay will share tales of folks so unaware they lack in grace and sometimes choose the life they choose will make the news. Breaking down each epic fail in Florida, there's half-price bail. I'm happy to say they couldn't make this up. So listen to our podcast jam with co-host Arm and Dan. Benders, don't be a jerk, cause when the music hits, the funny hits, and we are gonna take you down. Stick around. Make a sound, hunker down, it's Dumb People Town.
Hey Townies, welcome to a Friday episode of Dumb People Town. Population you. Population Farsad. Negin Farsad, hi.
Welcome to town.
Oh my God, hey.
Hey girl, hey. Happy to have
So
you.
excited to be here. Wow.
The pride of Palm Springs. We're glad to have you. Thank you so much.
Someone did their research.
course.
Palm Springs own. Palm Springs own. Hey man, it formulates who you are as a person. It develops your very sharp stand-up comedy. You've got a great podcast we're going to talk about. And again, you're a bright and awesome voice, and I'm so happy that we have you on the podcast.
Oh my God. I'm so happy to be here, and I'm so happy to talk about dumb
Right. So
dumb
let me
town,
ask
everything
you,
dumb.
Dumb People Town. Let me start this thing off before we jump into a story with a philosophical question that we ask all of our guests. And I wonder what your perspective on this would be. Do you think that the world is getting dumber? It's like a global dumbification of the world, it's a global dumbing. Is that happening? Or
are we just peeling back the cover of all the dumb that's
or has it always
been?
been this way and now we just see more of it?
No, I don't. That's such a good question. I think the world is getting bombarded with so much information. It used to be like you would get like 20 pieces of information, and then as a result you could remember them and then regurgitate them and sound really interesting at cocktail parties.
Yes.
Now you're getting like 145 pieces of information and you can't remember them, so you remember none of them, and then as a result you're very uninteresting at cocktail parties.
Yeah.
Fact.
I think that's what's happening.
I would argue that 20 pieces of that 145 pieces of information are misinformation.
Right. So there's a lot of misinformation you're also forgetting.
Exactly.
You
There's
get that one piece of misinformation, you put it out
So
there.
then you end up either being like a hopefully smart person who can't remember where they heard that from, or a dumb person who doesn't want to tell you where they heard that from.
I think
Right. Like, I heard somewhere that handshakes give you AIDS, and then you just start spreading that.
No.
That's not true.
Yeah.
Right.
What you're spreading is worse than AIDS.
so. I think because
Yes, indeed.
because there's been an assault on truth and on facts, I think people who want to propagate falsities have now been empowered. And so I think there are a lot of people who used to say, I don't know the answer to that, now say, I think this, even though it's wrong, just so that they can say they think something. So it's like willful ignorance, willful dumbification.
You know what I'm a big fan of? Starting out sentences with, I may have I might have no idea where this is coming from, or this may be completely wrong. This might be totally made up.
Great way.
I love just throwing that out there because I don't want to be held accountable for misinformation.
It's right up there. It's right up there with, I'm just going to put this out there.
Yeah.
And you're like, don't put it out there. Keep that back wherever you got it from.
You don't have to put it out
I'm
there.
not sure about this is better. All right,
Well,
Dan,
we get stories sent to us by our awesome fans.
We
do. Let's get it.
And it is
hear. Let's
It is
jump
definitely
into
something
one.
where you would say, I'm not sure about this.
Let's
This
hear
was
it.
sent in by Carlene McDermott at
She be Carlene. This is a woman who sends a great number of stories to us, and we love her.
I love it. Anybody can send me stories. All you have to do is use Twitter for good, maybe.
Yes.
Hashtag Dumb People Town at Daniel Van Kirk. That is how I find the stories.
Love
That's how you send them to me, right there in the timeline. All right, here we
That's how
go.
you do it.
This Aussie couple. This is fun too. We're right in a week of everybody feeling anxious, so we're just going to do a dumb story where nobody gets hurt, nobody even gets arrested, but it would definitely happen in Dumb People Town. And if anything, make you go, I'm not sure about this. This Aussie couple took their love for what fast food restaurant to new heights by having a themed wedding, complete with a restaurant-themed wedding cake, bouquet by the restaurant, and a dessert bar. So I'm going to let you guys start out. What fast food restaurant chain do you think these people go so hard for that it became their entire wedding?
What do you think?
Now, you say this is in Australia.
Yes.
Indeed. So, and then are we assuming that it is an American chain?
It is an American chain. Yes,
Okay,
it is an American chain. I will tell you right now, because how much I loved your guys' recent video on Sklarbo Country the Virus Edition. It is not Long John Silver's.
Okay.
Okay.
Long John Silver's, I don't know if
We
you
said this on our.
Isn't that a Canadian chain?
I don't know.
May
but
be originally.
maybe
I don't know.
It's like it
just-
feels like
who
it
knows?
originated from Nova Scotia.
I've never been there. And I just want to say again, I live in New York City, but I grew up in the desert of Southern California, and we did not have a Long John Silver's. I will tell you though, if I wanted to, I'm going to just tell you the first place
Thing that came to your mind.
Okay,
What was
sure.
it?
It was Arby's.
Arby's?
And why Arby's? Because Arby's, I mean, first of all, they have the meat.
Sure.
They've got all the meats.
Yeah.
They have all the
Um,
meats.
All of the meat.
Uh-huh.
And then second of all, I can picture a bouquet, and I think it would be rather lovely, of like wrapped around
a
little
loose meat
roast-
bouquet.
Meat
A
bouquet.
loose
a
meat.
loose meat
Oh my
bouquet.
God. This is
Little-
amazing.
Little roast beefs
Yes.
that kind of look like roses.
Yeah, you're right. You could make a rose petal beef.
So now
Roast
I
petal beef.
Roast petal beef. So wait, it's a bouquet of
Oh.
roasts.
Long stem roasted beef.
So meat bouquet.
Okay.
Meat bouquet to me sounds like Howard Kramer's Nut Valet.
Sure.
Right.
A meat bouquet. What's that? You say something that'll make you go. Whoo. All right. So I
The
love
other
this.
thing about it is that there's a precedent, a bit of a precedent with the Honorable Lady Gaga, who had
Meat
a
dress.
Meat dress.
Yes.
So this just feels like it's we don't want to give this couple in Australia too much credit for like having their own ideas,
Sure.
right? Like there needs to be some sort of precedent that
They
they're working
saw
off
it
of.
somewhere.
Yeah.
And
Meat bouquet also sounds like it won 3 AVN awards.
Yeah.
Honey, where's my meat bouquet?
And it was up for 7. It was
Meat
up for 7.
bouquet is
Okay.
like something you can do with your asshole.
All right. Nagin says,
Nagin says Arby's, and
Jason?
I love it. God
So-
damn it, that's such
okay,
a good
so
call.
I'm
because you could also see Arby's having fun with it.
Yes.
You- like,
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. And, you,
Yes,
and
they
I
had- because they're they're a self-aware chain.
and also they're spelled ARBYS, which is a bit of like a
It's a bit of a misdirect
because
'cause it's-
RB stands for roast beef. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm going to follow your. I'm following
Arby's Chris Steakhouse.
No,
Okay, keep going.
I'm following her lead, and I'm going with the first thing that popped into my head,
Sure.
Which is
Kentucky Fried Chicken.
wow.
Okay. Now, this is a good call because we did do a story like a year ago about Kentucky Fried Chicken offering a contest in Australia to sponsor people's weddings.
Correct. So I'm imagining a bouquet of drumsticks.
Uh-huh.
So it's just a
Oh,
bunch of
lovely.
drumsticks popping out.
Beautiful.
And
You
then
throw chicken kernels instead of rice.
Yeah.
correct.
Okay. Yeah.
And
Oh,
there's
yes.
desserts and sides and all that stuff. And I think the cake, all around the cake, instead of a fondant, is it fondant?
Yes, you're correct.
Fondant.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Instead of a
Sure,
fondant.
yeah. Someone's been watching the Great British Bake Off.
Show.
Yeah.
God,
Thank
I
you.
love that
Yeah,
show.
yeah.
Damn
Noel
Skippy.
Fielding. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ,
So
he's so
good.
funny.
Don't want a soggy bottom.
Yeah.
So thank you. Instead of a fondant, I think it's chicken skin.
Okay.
Yeah, chicken
Okay.
skin or just gravy.
Chicken skin cake.
Yes,
Chicken skin.
yes.
Gravy fondant would be unbelievable, bro.
Chicken skin cake. That
Okay.
is a punk rock band playing in the village.
My choice is wrong. I'm just going to tell you
Okay.
right. But can I tell you the first thing that came into my mind?
Del Taco.
Right.
No.
The first thing that
Really?
the first thing that came into my mind, and it's wrong. I'm just telling you it's wrong.
Okay.
It's too specific, and I don't even know if they have it in Australia.
Okay.
Zaxby's.
Zaxby's. What, you're like just in the South eating some fried chicken?
Zaxby's.
What is Zaxby's again? I've seen one on
Chicken.
the road.
I'm going to step out because I want to plug in this computer. Who cares?
Okay.
I'm peeking behind the curtain.
Yeah,
Keep going.
Zaxby's, and I'll explain it as Dan plugs this in. Zaxby's is they cater a lot of things. Okay, so like if they're
imagine they cater like
to have
tailgates.
your Super Bowl party. Get Zaxby's over here to your Oscar, your Oscar party. So it's wings, it's chicken fingers, it's like a bouquet of chicken fingers from Zaxby's. I feel like that could be.
Why are you saying Zaxby's? There's no way Zaxby's is in Australia.
Fine McDonald's. Fine
That's
McDonald's.
why it's so wrong.
Fine McDonald's.
McDonald's?
Jesus Christ.
I like Jay's because KFC definitely, you alluded to it, they have all the fixins.
That's right.
So
They
you
love
know
it.
that you'll get all the fixins. Okay.
They're also quite international.
I
feel
love
like
Arby's.
I've seen a KFC in India.
Sure,
I
right.
mean,
Oh, yeah,
that was
it's-
just a little international travel brag. I've been to India.
Oh
So-
yeah, wow,
Hey,
humble brag. Thank you
impressive.
very much.
Jeez, someone
Okay.
travels.
The restaurant themed wedding based off of this couple's love of the place was Subway.
Wow.
Sydney-based couple
wow.
Grace Tran and Davies Duong tied the knot in the very first Subway Australia wedding on Saturday. Now that's a lot of qualifiers, which means other people in countries have already had Subway
And
weddings.
you know who officiated the wedding? Jared. from
No.
Subway.
No,
yes,
he did not.
They
Yes,
got
he did.
married
Two on the
under
nose.
his old pants like a chuppah. They strung it up and it was like a canopy.
And it started raining, and none of the guests got wet.
Yeah.
Do they do what is that dance they do in chairs?
Yeah, that's
the
Jewish dance.
the hora. You do the hora.
The horror, you sit on a 6-foot long
That's-
sandwich and they
yes.
lift
They
you
hoist
up.
you.
They hoist you on a 6-foot.
I'm going to show you guys a picture of the wedding party from the Subway. Look at this.
Oh,
we've
my
got a
God.
cake. We've got cookies.
To me, this looks like a modern day Last Supper. Like, which one of these people are going to betray the bride?
It's the girl on the left.
The girl on the
Far
left is going at. It's coming for her.
I know. How about?
No.
Sorry. And how about the groom?
Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah,
Ian.
well, the groom. What are we looking at? His outfit?
Yeah, going red tux. And
Red tux is
it's
pretty
not-
cool.
It's not wrong. Like I kind
It's
of
hot.
like it.
It's hot.
I'm just going to correct you for a second there because of your clear color blindness.
Sure.
That is a burgundy tux.
You're
Thank
correct.
you.
Boom.
Thank you.
Correct.
You're right.
So
You're right.
Correct.
let's just let the record show.
That's
Blood-
Rochelle.
blood
That's
red.
Rochelle, Illinois education. That's red.
He doesn't get that specific with it, and for the record, he's never been to India, so he doesn't know colors. He doesn't know colors.
I would know. I've been to India.
Obviously, you
You
understand
would-
the spectrum of
Anyone
colors.
who's been to India would understand that's a burgundy coat. Okay, Dan. Okay, Dan.
But imagine walking into that wedding and what the hell is going on here? Are they doing really well or really bad?
Is this just a great idea, or what's happening?
Do we have
It
to
reminds
pay?
me of that episode of Veep, right? Where
Yeah.
all of her friends come over from
Yes.
law
Yes.
school and they're expecting like the fanciest White House dinner.
Mm-hmm.
And instead she orders pizza because she wants it to be throwback. And
Yeah.
they're so disappointed.
Yes.
I mean, look, I think everyone at the heart of things is annoyed by going to weddings, but they go to weddings because there's at least going to be like a bunch of free food.
That's
Yes.
right.
It's not free.
And if
You
your
bought a
free
gift.
Food is just a
You bought a gift.
Subway.
Yeah,
Well, you're right. You bought a gift. You bought an airplane ticket.
that's right.
You bought
Your
a hotel room.
Yep.
Right.
You've
Nothing's free.
seriously invested
Mm-hmm.
in this couple.
Right.
So you should at least get a nice meal.
Or something better than a BMT.
yeah.
Something better than a cold cut combo.
I'm gonna just say Subway. I think of all the fast food places, Subway is the place that is the least difficult to eat at.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, you know that Subway in England.
What do you
they're-
mean? What does that mean?
like the options.
Just that I think Subway, there is enough to get at Subway that you can.
Rand, they
eat
don't
it.
even count it as sandwiches anymore. There was a lawsuit in
I
England.
know, there was a lawsuit
there's
in
too much
Ireland.
in Ireland, there's too much sugar in the bread. It doesn't qualify as a sandwich.
Yeah, they
Well,
don't
let's-
call the bread bread.
Let's
It's
dig
like-
into this couple. The pair began dating
Scandal.
7 years ago to the day. So they got married on their dating anniversary.
Which, by the way,
Should have been
Negin,
6 years, 6 foot.
It took him 7 years to wrap
pick
this
a
one
restaurant.
up.
They needed to pick a restaurant.
Right. But what if it was like the first date, or was it the first date they ever went on was to a Subway?
Sure, no.
They say the couple shared many relationship milestones over the years, with the third member of their relationship, Subway. If now look,
If it's a three-way, Subway is Subway, not a three-way.
right, if Subway's at the center of your relationship, It's either going to last forever or it's doomed.
Yes.
But there's no in between at all.
The couple that footlongs together.
Here we go. When deciding on catering for their... Go ahead.
Go ahead. Well, go ahead.
No, it took them 7 years. Subway was not their first date. It just was several instances throughout the 7 years.
Correct. Significant moments.
They got mugged in a Subway.
He proposed in a Subway.
Because exactly, what are these significant
That's
moments?
right.
Like to me, you don't like. You could, I guess, conceive a child in a
You
Subway.
Sure,
If
you could find out you're
maybe-
allergic to banana peppers.
He
in a
took
Subway.
a shit in front of her when they both went in the bathroom for the first time.
Sure.
Oh,
Maybe
that's a
that's
beautiful
love.
moment.
Sure.
Did you say that's a beautiful moment?
Did you say that's love?
She said that's a beautiful moment.
And I said
That's love. Yeah.
So when deciding on catering for their wedding ceremony, the couple knew there was nothing more fitting than having Subway involved in their special day. There's a lot more fitting, but also it's your day. You do what you want to do.
It's your life.
Subway has been a part of our relationship for as long as I can remember. We often grab Subway each week as our choice of takeaway and have eaten Subway on our anniversary before. That's a low-key anniversary. But also, if this is why you should
like
marry
it.
each other, because if you guys are both on the same page with this, then you are going to be happy.
If one of you isn't pissed about that,
Right,
it's a
go
good
for
couple.
it.
Right. Well, that's what I mean. First of all, for an anniversary or some sort of a celebration, I would sort of totally expect one or both members of the couple to like figure something out that's fun and exciting.
Yeah.
Because the other thing about Subway is, I just want to go back to Arby's for a second.
Sure.
I
Let's
mean,
get
how
back
many
there.
amazing ideas did we have? Remember the meat bouquet?
Yes, way
Remember
better.
that from
That was
mere
good.
minutes ago?
Sure.
Way better.
There's nothing. I feel like Subway is so like bland in the way that it presents itself.
Right.
Mhm.
Yes.
There's nothing like exciting thematically. Like I'm not seeing centerpieces.
That's right.
I'm not seeing
Correct.
themed clothes. I'm not seeing, Lady Gaga isn't, precedenting
Right.
this.
Right. Subway is
this
the
event.
lunch at like some learning seminar at a Hampton Inn. Like
Yeah.
that's Subway. Like
Dan, you could
Exactly.
have someone with like mustard and ketchup, like a mustard and ketchup sandwich, quote unquote, artist doing caricatures of people.
There you
Doing
go.
caricatures. Oh my God.
So that is something.
You could do caricatures on a canvas. Instead of using paint, you're using sweet onion sauce.
that's true.
Subway style.
But I agree with you that there's, who's mad that they spent their anniversaries at Subway? Like her single sister or her single friend who's like,
Yeah.
he's not really honoring you. and she's like, I'm
maybe
fine
he has
with
a
it.
friend
I'm
saying
cool
that.
with it.
I'm cool with it. And he's got a friend going like, she's so cool. Or maybe it's the other way around. Maybe
yeah.
it's his friend who's like, why is she suggesting Subway? Like, why doesn't she want to do something special? And her friend's like, hey, he's cool that he wants to go.
I'm just
going
going
to
to say this.
Are you trying to drive a wedge between us with a Subway
that's
6 foot?
that's what I was
There
going
you
to
go,
say.
foot long.
In the lead up to the wedding, we've been looking to make healthier choices.
Should we take a break?
So we are about to in a second.
Okay.
So we've been eating more Subway than ever. That's what we love about Subway. No matter where we are, there's always a restaurant nearby to
Okay,
service
I
our
know
favorite
exactly
subs.
what happened here. They want Subway to pay for their wedding.
That's it.
Oh.
Okay.
They say their favorite subs are the meatball for Davies and the teriyaki chicken for me, she said. After hearing
What?
about their unique love story.
He's like, what?
After hearing about
Dan, this is how you know they want them to pay for the wedding. She's like, and the teriyaki chicken's unique blend of spices and herb. Don't say that.
unique blend.
Right.
You're full of shit when you start talking about like
Unique
using their
blend.
terms.
After hearing about their unique love story, Subway, we're going to take a break and we'll find out what
what they
Subway
did.
did. We'll be right back
Negin
after this.
Farsad is with us. We'll be right back with more Dumb People Town.
Stick around, make a sound for more Dumb People Town.
So when you're in a pandemic, you guys, there are moments where you look at your life and you're like, how can I improve on this? How can I make changes? How can I get better things into my daily routine? I'm thinking about that all the time. You want to start improving your self-care because look, the world's not taking care of us. You got to take care of yourself.
That's right.
Problem is, a lot of times you say those things and you don't know where to start. Well, we found this company, Hawthorne. They are a premium, tailored personal care brand that is making it easy for guys to feel and smell their best.
It is, and for me, I'm a big lover of products. If you
So-
can send me good products that actually make me look better and
Smell better,
and
feel
smell
better. So they send you a little quiz. They
You
ask
take a quiz, and then
what's your favorite drink? How do you spend the night out? Do you smoke? What things that you like? And then they tailor what they send to you based on your responses.
I received the ultimate hand washing trio from them, and I'm telling you, it is. I don't even know what was I using before. Do I even care?
But no, but you
I wanted
didn't
to
think
take
about it.
I wanted to take all my products that I've had before and literally crush them in a hellish inferno.
Right. So you've upgraded your self-care routine. It's like a fun and convenient way for you to it's like you plug some answers into some questions and all of a sudden they kind of figure you out.
I mean, some of these flavors and some of these, dark rum, bergamot. God, so good.
Come on, bro.
Hinoki wood. That's where I pulled that Hinoki wood and I was just like, thank you.
Here we go. Okay.
And they once was a girl. Hinoki wood.
Hawthorne even takes the risk out of it by giving you free shipping on your order and returns. If you don't like your products, they'll even retailer them for you based on your feedback. Do what we did. Take Hawthorne's quiz today and get started on your personalized self-care routine by going to hawthorne.co and use the promo code DPT. That lets them know that we sent you, and you also get 10% off your first purchase.
Last thing I'm going to say about these guys is that their products are sulfate-free, fragrance-free, silicone-free. These guys are a very responsible company. The packaging is amazing. I always look at I can judge a lot about a company by how good the packaging is. The packaging is amazing, and the products back it up. I love this company.
Hawthorne.co. That's HAWTHORNE.
Take the quiz.
.co, promo code DPT. Hawthorne.co, promo code DPT. Get your 10% off and get some cool stuff, self-care stuff for your life. Now is the time to take care of yourself because, as we said before, the world is not doing that for us anymore. I don't know about you guys, but I've been doing most of my shopping for things has been happening online.
Yep,
That's
it
how
today.
we do it. That's where our sponsor. I love these guys.
How many times do you go online and
in.
you say to yourself, I want to get something from this place? Is there a coupon?
Or
Is
how
there
many
a
times
code?
do you check out and it says, what's your coupon code? What's your promo code?
You're like, there is one?
I
wish
don't know.
I wish I knew what there was one.
These guys at Honey. It's basically your online shopping best friend. Here's how it works. You get Honey on your computer for free. 2 easy clicks to join honey.com.
So easy.
Just a little browser extension.
Honey.com/DPT. And then when you're checking out on one of those sites, it's over 30,000 supported sites. Honey pops up. And all you have to do is click apply coupons, wait a few seconds,
And they will
Honey
find them.
reaches into the coupon bag for that site.
This is the coolest
Honey
thing ever.
finds working codes. It applies the best one to your cart, and you're saving the most you can do. Why wouldn't you do this?
This is the greatest. It's free.
Yeah.
Honey.com/DPT. Put it in.
It saves us money all the time
I
now.
just bought a shirt, used it. They found 10% off.
That's
Boom.
amazing.
All of a sudden, I'm not paying any taxes.
That's the best. Thank you, Honey. Thank
Honey.
you for doing this.
They found over 17 million members, over $2 billion in savings. That is insane. Honey supports all kinds of retailers, from tech to gaming sites to fashion brands and even food delivery. It's simple. If you have a computer, Honey should be on it.
Yep.
It's free and it works with whatever browser you use. You can go to Honey for free today. Join honey.com/DPT. That lets them know that we're the ones who sent you there.
We all have it on our computers, and I'm telling you, it works and it's amazing.
Honey.com/DPT and start saving money now.
Let them find the coupons for you.
Hey, Townies, breaking up with your old wireless provider just got a whole lot easier thanks to Mint Mobile. They were the first company to sell premium wireless service online only. And now Mint Mobile is introducing their unlimited data plan for just $30 a month.
Dan, that's
Yeah,
insane.
pretty
We're
cheap.
all looking to cut corners
know.
right now, save some money in a sense to cut some costs.
And keep things basically the
The
same.
Yeah. Ask yourself, how much is your soon-to-be ex-wireless provider currently charging you? I bet it's way more than $30. For people that hate their phone bill and are ready to cut ties with big wireless, Mint Mobile offers their premium unlimited plan. I'm going to say it again, for just $30 a month. And all
Unlimited.
plans. Yeah. And they also all come with the unlimited talk and text, plus high-speed data delivered on the nation's largest 5G network.
Can't get better than that.
You can use your own phone with any Mint Mobile plan and keep your same number along with all of your existing contacts. Nothing changes except for you saving money.
So what has changed? Zero.
And if you're not 100% satisfied, Mint Mobile has you covered with their 7-day money-back guarantee. So break up with big wireless and switch to Mint Mobile's premium unlimited data plan for $30 a
Dan,
month.
It's the best thing ever. You look at your
People trying to help y'all.
You were paying so much money for your wireless bill, and then you switched to Mint Mobile, and boom.
So to get your new unlimited wireless plan for just $30 a month and get the plan shipped to your door for free, go to mintmobile.com/DPT. That's Mint Mobile, MINTMOBILE.com/DPT, and cut your unlimited wireless bill to $30 a month at mintmobile.com/DPT.
Take it from guys who know. Take it from guys who've done it. Save your money. mintmobile.com/DPT.
Hey guys, welcome back to the show. We have Negin Farsad. This is a crazy week. All right, we know you guys are up in the air, and
we're going to give you a new podcast to listen to, which is her podcast. If you haven't checked it out yet, Negin, tell us about it and tell people how they can grab it. Fake the Nation.
Oh my gosh, yeah, it's called Fake the Nation. It's like a round table podcast where we talk about 3 different topics from the week. Often it'll be something political. Then often it'll be something really dumb as well.
See, this is the crossover right here.
Exactly. Like this week we talked about like white girls who really love autumn, the big sweaters and the pumpkin spice latte.
Dan is a basic white girl.
Oh, you don't know, dude. I've got merch coming out that just is a t-shirt that says "He Basic." Yeah.
Dan.
So I'm in for it. I'm in for it.
And that podcast episode was dedicated to you.
Thank you.
And it was with David Cross.
Oh, nice.
We've had on Margaret Cho.
Great, love her.
We've had on Larry Wilmore and W. Kamau Bell and John Hodgman, and
you're hitting us in the sweet spot here. These are all our favorites.
I just think that your fans would love all of these people,
of course,
and
the show.
Already love all of these people. So,
Amen.
So it's a really fun show, and I've been told that it is the most optimistic place to get your news about les élections.
Then tune in, gang. This is yours to really
subscribe to it. Check it out as you panic, as you lay under a blanket this weekend and pray for a better future.
Start listening to this show because Fake the Nation with her. All right, with Negin.
Fake the Nation with us, and you'll we'll soothe your panics. You won't have them by the time I'm done with you.
I love it. Okay, that is, by the way, that is very Trumpian to say I will take care of everything. But I will say this: there's something that makes me believe you. I believe you in what you're saying.
I hope so.
That's so good. And are you doing any stand up? Just because I know you're stand up as well. Are you?
Yeah, I mean, I've been doing these rooftop shows here in New York City with especially with New York Comedy Club, my favorite club over here.
Great.
And so if do you
post up
City,
where you're going to be?
See rooftop. Yes, I do it on the Twitters. You can find me at Negin Farsad, a name that's both easy to pronounce and spell. And so
it is very easy to spell and pronounce.
So look me up, and I post all of my things, and I write for places and blah blah blah.
You're amazing.
There's all these things that I do that you could see and watch and blah blah blah.
So follow all those things. Now, when we went to break, we had this couple that had basically in Australia had a
they
whole
were gunning
wedding.
for Subway to sponsor their wedding.
They wanted someone to. This feels like when Gail tried to get all that stuff. Oprah's friend Gail tried to get everybody to pay for her wedding. This feels like it in some way.
Well, Subway decided to supply hundreds of subs, a pop-up cookie bar for dessert, and even a custom-made Subway wedding cake for how many guests?
I don't know, but Dan, before you answer that, have you guys had Subway cookies before?
Yeah, the oatmeal raisin is pretty damn good.
Okay.
I'm going to say no.
You said no, you've never had
People
it. People
love the warmed up chocolate
chip cookies are great. I'm going to say something, and I don't know the brand, and I'm going to sound stupid because I don't know the brand.
Otis Spunkmeyer.
No.
My favorite brand of bought cookies is Matt's. You can only get that in the Midwest.
I understand that, Dan.
Don't know what you're talking about.
My son, this is when your kids teach you things. My 11-year-old son said, try these cookies. Like this past week.
Were they pot
cookies? You
cookies?
fucking say Chips Ahoy.
No, Dan.
Because you just found out Domino's is
as
good.
an almost 49-year-old man, I thought I was a soft cookie person. Yeah. I thought I was it needs to be chewy.
Gotta be chewy.
It needs to be not even fully baked.
Yes.
I feel revolution in your voice right now.
There is there's something coming.
We're really building.
The winds of change. Is that the Scorpions playing in the background?
This thin...
Yeah, you got it.
Nicely done.
So I pick up this thin, crisp cookie that I have no business liking.
In your brain, you're like,
Yeah.
there's no way this is going to be good.
In my
This is gonna
brain,
be disgusting.
as I'm holding it in my face, I'm going, fuck this cookie. I'm mad at it, right?
Yeah.
Totally.
I put it
Yes.
in my mouth and I was like, oh my God, I am a crispy cookie person.
What
now.
is it?
I
Wait,
don't,
can
it's
I
a
guess?
green.
Can I guess?
He doesn't even know.
Guess the thing.
Was it Tate's?
Tate's thin cookies comes in a green
Yes, I've had
package.
them.
Yeah.
They're good.
Look at
They're
you
good.
guys.
What is that? What is that only taking you 12 years
God,
to try
I
it?
know.
Those
It's taking him
cookies?
over 40.
Negin, come on.
I mean, fuck.
I had a come to Jesus chip moment.
Right.
In
Which
that
for
thing.
your Jewish life is a
Tates are
pretty big
delicious.
deal.
I want you to know that people can change and situations can change, and you might think you're so to everyone out there who's like, maybe I'm Republican, this is who I am. Maybe you're not. Maybe you're a hard
not.
cookie person. Maybe you need to make a change in your life. Maybe
Should
you need
we? That's good. Should we ask a question or two?
Well, we're going to do a story with Negin as soon as we wrap.
I love it.
Negin,
Okay.
I mean, I'm sorry, I misspoke. All right, here we go. How many guests do you think Subway
paid
provided a
for?
wedding for?
Right,
Hundreds of
right.
subs, a pop-up cookie bar for dessert. Can I also say, if you wanted a Subway themed wedding, just make that the midnight snack, like a whole bunch of Subway
Agreed.
cookies. All right, here we go.
Yeah.
And even a custom-made
agreed.
Subway wedding cake. You are a guest, Negin. So
You can
go
guess first or in between me and Jason, which is the Tig Notaro slot. You can go first, Tig, or third. How many guests do you think they had at the wedding?
I'm gonna say they had 300.
300
Wow.
guests. Jason
Okay,
or Randy
Jay.
Sklar. Jay?
God, if Subway's their favorite restaurant, how can they even have more than 40 friends? I'm
It's a good way to.
going
look
to
at it.
say there's a lot of family involved. 200 guests.
Okay. Now remember, Subway's footing the bill.
I know.
I think 177 guests.
Okay.
Why did I say that? Because that's how many people were at my wedding.
Good
I
call.
had 152.
I know you
Okay.
were better than me.
No, I had less.
You shaved
Subway
the list better than I.
provided hundreds of subs, pop-up cookie bar for dessert, and even a custom-made Subway wedding cake for 100 guests.
Oh my
that's it.
God!
Why would you
wow,
need
we were
hundreds
doing it.
of subs?
Hundreds of subs, 3 for each
It's
person.
just a takeaway for everybody.
Jesus.
Look, you're gonna
I
want.
mean, I can really only do a 6-inch at a time.
I
Right.
agree.
That's
Are
what
we
she
talking
said.
about subs?
Yes,
Okay.
I am. Subway sometimes.
Comedy.
Subway Regional Public Relations.
Hang on a
Go
second.
ahead.
Can we still make that joke as friends amongst friends? Can we still make that joke?
Any
To me,
Scorpions joke is
well,
good.
to me, you can make that joke.
Can we
Yeah,
make that
fuck.
joke? I gotta ask permission to make
No,
that joke.
I
you
think
can
you
make
make
that
the
joke
joke.
with me.
I know, but
Can I
it's
tell you that
just-
also I went to see the Scorpions and it's Scorpions. It's
I know
not the Scorpions.
Sure, just
Scorpions.
like
I
Eagles.
screwed it up.
I saw them with Dave Anthony. Dave Anthony said to me, "Do you want to go see Scorpions?" And I was like, "Sure." And as a joke, I got sushi at the at the Staples Center and was eating sushi while they were playing and loudly saying to Dave, "This sushi's great at this concert." And people love the Scorpions so much.
It's Scorpions.
Wait, wait, this is an elderly band by this
Oh
point.
yeah,
Yeah,
this
yeah,
is like a couple
Okay,
years
gotcha,
ago.
gotcha.
And
Were they like rocking? Were they
Klaus
in their
Meine.
hobby?
my favorite bit of banter, because they try to do banter between songs
Oh,
and they
shit, of
don't
course, of
speak
course.
English great. I mean, their
Yeah.
English is okay. It should be better by now, but fine.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't really matter. So they, in between two songs, it might have even been Winds of Change and then Rock You Like a Hurricane. They finished the first song and there was just sort of like a quiet moment for a second. And the lead singer, who
Klaus
is
Meine.
Klaus Meine, loudly said into the microphone, "California!" Place goes crazy and they go into the next song. I'm like,
That's all you need.
that's good mid-song
That's
banter.
banter.
That's
really
banter.
good banter.
Did he know his audience or did he know his audience? He knew
Probably
what
Chris-
state he was in.
Didn't even say Los Angeles, just California.
California.
Well, Subway Regional Public Relations Manager Amanda Templeton said weddings were about celebrating with your nearest and dearest, and for Grayson Davies, that included Subway.
Oh God.
Whether it's lunch on the go, Friday night dinner, stop doing a
Okay,
commercial,
stop
Amanda,
it,
or
stop
sending
it.
loved ones a surprise pack of cookies. Subway is a part of many couples' everyday moments. I don't know Friday night dinner. What do you want to do tonight, babe?
Subway.
Let's eat in at Subway. It's not every week we play a role in couples nuptials. Every week. It's not every lifetime.
Yeah, this is I don't know how many times Subway's been at the center of a wedding.
Subway, come to a restaurant where you can always hear a loud air conditioning unit.
Welcome to Subway, where we're always mopping.
Go ahead, Negin. Go ahead.
No, I just remembered that my best friend, who's an immigrant from Romania who owns a restaurant in Los Angeles called Lemon Poppy Kitchen. Everyone should go.
Ooh, I'll check that out.
Her first job when we were teenagers was at a
Subway.
It had been at an Arby's. Wish it had been at an Arby's, but it was at a Subway.
Yeah.
And she lasted exactly like 11 days before she just like threw the meat on the counter and was like, I gotta go. This is the worst job I've ever had.
This is not the artist I want to be.
And then she walked through that Arctic blast that hit you as you walked through the front door, and it
had a lot of ambient noise for such a small location. And I remember thinking that as a teenager, like, why is it so hard for you to hear me and me to hear you over this
screaming?
That's like they come in and someone
like,
from
where are we
Subway
at the bottom? Are we in like the coal room of a submarine?
Right. From Subway.
I'm always like, do you get paid extra if I toast it? Stop asking me. I'll let you know if I want it toasted. No, don't toast the lettuce.
Well, I also feel like, I think there was a time in our lives, maybe when we were children, that they didn't toast, that they didn't offer toast.
Right. Yeah. So then once they did,
Quiznos
coattails of this feature.
That's right. Quiznos forced their hand.
The managers sat them all down, everybody everywhere, down from corporate, push the toasting.
Yeah, they're like, we're done. We're no longer doing the canoe cut on the bread, and we are toasting. I'm not going to stop telling you guys this.
Push the toasting.
There's a couple photos from the wedding for you guys.
Oh my God.
This is them cutting the cake. Look at this bouquet, guys.
It's a bouquet.
You.
So it's
Wrapped
flowers.
like a Subway sandwich.
For those who don't know, so join the Facebook page or follow the Facebook page. It's Some People Town. We'll have pictures of this, but they have the Subway wrapper around the bouquet.
And then it's them cutting the cake, and then everybody enjoying their Subway sandwiches. I mean, you better have open bar.
Go ahead, Negin.
You're looking at the cake, right? And it's just got like a green icing, like kind of drizzled over it.
Drizzled is a very nice way to put it.
It looks like a paint bucket with cookies on it.
Right. It looks like a paint bucket. So to me, I'm like, is that special to Subway? Like nothing about the branding here. Like this doesn't feel at
Just
all
the green.
Subway-ish special. I think they didn't, in conceiving of how to throw a wedding, they failed at making it even branded towards Subway.
Although the cookie trays next to it, which is on the table in front of them,
Several
does look
tiered.
like the several tiered
Right.
cookie.
I know, but imagine that meeting at Subway, like, oh my God, how do we theme out this wedding?
How
for
do
these
we do
people?
this? We're
Corporate. Somebody at Twitter sucked us into this.
We're not equipped to do this.
Yeah. They're just trying to pull it
It's just
together.
someone said green icing.
Green
And
icing.
everyone's like, that's it. That's the thing.
And you know they talked it up, like, so you can see naturally we've got our Subway green icing.
Sure.
It's like that's
What?
not Subway green. Okay, don't start getting proprietary with the green.
With the
Subway.
shade of green.
It says here that Subway wanted them to know they were proud to be a part of their special day. And we'll close it out with this. We can't wait to see how they'll continue to celebrate with Subway over the years to come.
The nice thing about Subway is you can do the wedding, you can also cater the divorce.
100%.
I would, but forget that. I want to see them cater the delivery room.
Yes.
Baby popping out.
Yeah.
Subway representative
Doctor-
there. There's some green icing.
Right. The doctor's like,
Like
do you
a
want
li-
chips and pop with this baby?
A little. You want to make a meal out of this baby? Like a little. So like a meatball.
You want this baby toasted?
A meat. Put it back in and toast it a little bit. A meatball sub swaddled in a cloth
There
would
you
be
go.
fantastic.
Yeah, for sure.
That's great. All right, there you go. That is the show.
It
Again,
is.
Fake the Nation is the podcast. I think you need to listen to it. It's got a little bit of dumb, but it's a very positive in that it makes fun of the dumb like we do on this show. And yet it's really positive. So I want everyone to check that out. Negin, thank you so much for being a part of this.
Thank you.
Awesome.
This was super fun. I really enjoy talking about this random couple in Australia whose marriage I hope is way more thrilling than Subway sandwiches.
I agree. May you have the Zaxby's of marriages. And as we say, oh shit, we got to get back to work.
Dum 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 dum. beautiful town.
Scarpins Avenue.
A podcast network.